Hello everyone, Yuki here with more Cateau. I'm putting on my timer and let's play. I forgot my water, it's fine. Wait, let's put the volume down just a little bit. Okay. Resume. What a day. Keychain rattling in my hand, I unlocked the door, shutting it behind me. Dumping the bag on the floor by the wall and trudging on over to the kitchen for a bite to eat before bed. I trundled past Rose's door. Shut, as always. Just a faint blue light leaking through the doorframe. She must be on the laptop again. Finally arriving at the counter, I have myself a few pieces of a fresh loaf before dragging myself into the living room into the TV. A little warm. I shut my fan off. Flopping into the couch, I watch whatever happens to be on, lazily munching away. I need to talk slowly, otherwise I get a breath. There's a documentary about life on the African savannah. It'd be just her thing. After a few minutes of deliberation, I get up, going over to Rose's room and gently knocking on her door. Hey, Ro, you up? Yeah, Jamie. What is it? Excuse me. Ask her to come watch TV or just checking? TV. Can I come in? Sure. Why don't you just hang out with me? There's a wildlife special on. There's lions and everything, just like we always used to catch. There's a few moments of silence. I'd rather not. I want to be alone. Knowing when not to overstay my welcome, I wish her a good night before gently closing the door and heading back to the couch. Go to sleep. Sure. I know what depression looks like. These stickers. Never having been one to sit around, come afternoon I treat myself to a walk. Some might think that walking is a bit of a particular treat, but in a city like Paris, it really is. There's always something beautiful to see, something exciting to discover. I've been walking around the city virtually every day for years, and it still never bores me. On the contrary, it helps dislodge the writer's block and distract me from other woes. One of the streets and spots I always come back to, though, is this old little street passing by the small park. The trees happen to make a great spot to get away from the sun on a hot day, an added bonus. Suddenly, I spot an orange fuzz in the ferret's tree? Ferret's tree. Whatever that is. And I instinctively know it's a cat. It's funny, the things that you notice once you're actively looking for them. I've always noticed things. Well, it's either that or I've been afflicted with cat-engineered nanomachines altering my perception, which in honesty is a touch unlikely. Rather than a fully grown cat, it's one a mere kitten, playing with the leaves beneath a tree. Aww. Playtime is disrupted, however, when a pedestrian tramples by, startling the little creature. Aww. After having taken cover by the tree for a while, it tentatively returns to its game, soon blissfully distracted. I'd love to join in, but I don't want to frighten it again either. I want to see the kitty. Sneak closer, not draw attention, let it know you're getting closer. This one. If it's unaware of my presence, then surely it can't be scared, right? Whenever the kitten's distracted by its play, I approach with soft, quiet steps, gradually making my approach. At a short distance, away the kitten stops, looking directly at me, which would most likely indicate that it's now aware of me. I avoid looking directly at it, acting as if I don't know if it's there at all. The kitten doesn't resume playing, but it doesn't appear to be terrified or even particularly bothered by me either. I should try to build its trust. I might get scared about a stick. Tell her about your day. Maybe I can get across my friendliness through a casual conversation. I go on to tell the kitten about my day, the cat by the canal, my night shift at work, and about the other cat by the cafe. While facing in a general direction of the cat, I don't look directly at it, trying to communicate that I'm not a threat to it. I cast a quick glance at it, and the kitten is watching me carefully, but it seems less withdrawn, more curious. I'll try to play with it. Well, it's obvious it's a rather playful sort. Maybe that'll help me befriend it. The tree beside us has kindly enough dropped a twig on the ground that looks like it double as a cat toy. Picking it up, I give it a try, drawing a figure of 8 in the air. But I've never played with a cat. Sure, it can't be too complicated, but how do I should... But how I should go about it is still a question that needs answering. Avoid sudden movements. With the kitten being easily scared, I felt like it would be detrimental to be too aggressive. Instead, I start with a stick some ways off, starting slow and carefully, adding speed while changing direction. The kitten's eyes are soon on the tip of the twig and following it curiously. With the kitten's attention, I dare go closer, and as the stick passes by, it swats the stick with its paw. Under the gentle swoosh of the stick, and the kitten jumps in, chasing the toy to its full extent. It pounces on, and it holds down with its claws. I let it have its victory before carefully jigging out of its grip. The kitten's eyes are brimming with light. It is something Rosalie must see. I forgot how to spell that. Pronounce it. I fumble with my free hand as I continue to distract the kitten with the twig. I manage to get a hold of my phone, turn the camera on, and get the picture taken. Instead of taking my leave right away and we play some more, but a group of loud youngsters started it again and it shuttles off. I'd love to meet it again. Let me see the kitty. Aww. Allergies. With not a small sense of pride, I relayed the brilliant image to Roe. Clearly, I'm not the only one recognizing his quality. That has to be the cutest thing I've ever seen in ages. I know, never spend as much time with cats or other critters as you have, but it's easy to see the appeal now. They're lovely, aren't they? Such an adorable little kitten with a bell and everything. I always had a cat like that. Reminds me of my first one when I was a kid. I had an orange cat, Simba, ball, tiny. If that cat was anything like this one, it's easier to understand your obsession. I'll be home soon. I can see her begin to type, then stop, erase, and then type again. This goes on for a little while until the word okay shows up. A bit underwhelming maybe, but at least I reosed her for a little while. When I get home, I enter Rose's room. I just wanted to let you know I'll be visiting the bakery lunchtime tomorrow. I need to grab a cake for Rico from work's birthday. If you want to come along, I'm sure the cat will be there. I think I'd rather stay here. They say it's going to be very hot out tomorrow. But if you do see it, you know the rule, right? Right. When you see a cat for a second time, you must name it. I remember. I had a hello again and go to work soon. Good luck. When down by the canal, I keep an eye out for this scruffy cat, but I don't run into it again. Go to work. Work turns out like usual, pretty uneventful. I like this game, maybe because of the cats. Not so much the talking, but it's good exercise. After some, deserved sleep, I head out to grab the cake. My ADHD is definitely showing with this. To be honest, I'm more excited at the chance of seeing that cat again than celebrate my coworker. I should get that cat something. Looks like I want to appreciate something edible. I take a quick detour to a grocery store and I quickly find myself in a small pet aisle. I have no idea what the cat likes, and the picture of the jar littered around in the bed popped in my mind. Maybe they had contained something it liked, but I can't quite remember what label it had. What should I buy? Shrimp. Glass jar, glass jar. What on earth could a glass jar have that would be interesting to a cat? Probably not mushrooms, that's for sure. Some seafood, perhaps. Shrimp, most likely. I can't for real life of me recall what label it had been on the jar. But for surely this couldn't work out too badly. Shrimp are fantastic. I don't like shrimp. I tried, don't like shrimp. Too slimy. Don't like consistency of many things. But just in case it doesn't enjoy the glory of shrimp, I'll grab a small bag of cat treats as well. When I reach the bakery, I find the cat resting in the makeshift bed yet again. Good afternoon to you, cat. The cat looks at me as if it's saying afternoon, all while moving very much at all in its cozy little nook. I can't ever recall seeing any living thing so visibly content with everything. Roll would absolutely adore this cat. As her apprentice, I must follow her word and give it a name. Jimbo. Why are they barking? Does Jimbo work for you, buddy? Jimbo half yawns, half meows. That's close enough for approval for me. Wonder if it will approve my choice of a snack to the same extent. Wait, can I go look at the cat again? I really don't remember what the cat looked like. Wonder if it will approve my choice of snack at the same extent. Getting the lid out of the way, I go fishing for shrimp. Catching one, shaking off some of the water before handing it over to Jimbo. The shrimp quickly grabs his attention, sniffing the food. It gives it a lick before biting, causing me to drop it. I would prefer to keep my fingers, so I leave it to Jimbo. Jimbo devours the small crustacean and then continues to look around the bed for more. I grab another shrimp, making sure the cat sees it, and Jimbo raises a paw to try to grab it. I give it to the cat, but I feel inspired to try something out. I could have an opportunity here, make Journal earn the snacks. It would actually be kind of cool if I could teach Jimbo a trick. So what should I attempt to teach it? Sit pretty. Nope. It should be possible since the cat really likes its treats. I pick one up, reaching out to Jimbo to see how it's looks up at my hand and I see the urge to jump after it surge through the cat's body. It twists in the treat's direction and one paw is slightly lifted. I tease by moving the treat in a circle and call out to the cat. It's enough to make Jimbo stand up on its hind leg and hug my hand with its front paws. The cat tries to smell out an opening to the treat, and I grant the cat a well-earned one. I pick up another and dig a little above the cat. A gaze breaks from the morsel to look at me. The gaze gives me best. Are you kidding me? This again? Look. I need to. Let me stop a breather. It would appear Jimbo doesn't much appreciate me making him partake in such as whatever that it is activity. I pet the cat's head to make up for my preposterous proposal, what does seem to work. At risk of overfeeding the cat, it's probably wise to reward its efforts in another way rather than giving it more food. Massage? Nope, no massage. If there's one thing I'm reasonably okay-ish at, it's giving a proper neck massage. Ooh, excuse me. Trying to get a good angle on a cat, mostly round turns about blah, blah, blah. Jimbo appears to chase my hand for cuddles, so I try to use that position. The cat. I need it to lay down with its head away from me so that I can massage the back, which seems to be the best way to start. I get Jimbo into position by sitting up rather than laying down, so I improvise and massage it as sitting up. I'm having issues. I start with the shoulders and work from there down the back, but Jimbo constantly tries to turn around and I have to hold the cat in place. I may not be the great cat whisperer, but even I can tell this is going to be a complete flop. So to minimize the skeleton flop, I transition over to regular petting. I realized that I already spent more time with Jimbo than I had intended, so I need to pick up that cake already. Hesitantly, I give Jimbo a last pat on the head before saying goodbye and exit expectantly into the bakery. Oh my god. Can I save? I have to save. What do I save? I need to end this here. Oh my god. So, I'll see you guys next time. I actually need to see if it's saved. Okay, it did. So, I'll see you guys next time. Hasta la pasta. Bye bye.